How do you measure entropy? Well, you can't measure entropy directly. You could only measure the difference in entropy between two systems. You take one system, which is your ordered state, and then you see how much the second system differs. And usually we measure this in relation to chemical reactions. Two chemicals react and we figure out how much energy has been dispersed in the system. It's how much energy and stuff was originally bound up in those original molecules and is now just sort of free-floating everywhere. Ordered system, chaotic system. And as far as how you measure entropy, you're going to do that differently depending on what substances you're using. But there's a really common high school or college experiment where you measure entropy using styrofoam cups. This is the poor man's calorimeter. You have two styrofoam cups and a stopper with a thermometer and a stirrer in it. And inside you have a semi-stable chemical solution. You take the reading of the temperature of that semi-stable chemical solution before you start doing anything to it. And then you stir it, kicking off a chemical reaction and creating entropy. And then you can see the change in temperature on the thermometer, and that lets you calculate how much energy has been dispersed through the solution, and thus you can calculate entropy. As for how does a highly entropic system vary from a low entropic system, it's just a matter of how much stuff has been dispersed around it. Like, entropy is just the tendency for anything that is ordered in any way to not be that way. When you add energy to any system, it's likely going to change in a way that is very dislike its original state. But again, entropy isn't like a constant. Entropy is relative. You need to measure things based on an initial state. So, like, if I took a pizza and I cooked it until it was charred black carbon, that's very different from its initial state of edible pizza. And so you could say that's pretty high entropy, and it would follow the laws of thermodynamics because we added a lot of energy and entropy increased quite a bit, to the point where we can't eat it. Why would you ruin a good pizza like that? You monster.